Hello students, good afternoon. Hope you had a nice lunch and hope you're fresh. If you have a heavy lunch, then obviously sleep creeps in. But I'm sure you all would stay awake, you all would stay fresh and contribute to the proceedings of the lecture. I hope to make it again lively, interactive with your support. We'll be solving lots of questions in this session as well. And 15 minutes to go. I will take the floor. I'll open the floor for answering any queries what you got. So welcome today, and let's begin with the afternoon session. Okay. The first thing what we are going to do is the revision of writing, because what I've seen is that you all have understood the concepts. You know what is the crux of the matter, but when it comes to reproducing from an examination point of view, you still have to articulate your thoughts and put in more words. So when the question is saying that put in 200 words, don't be very brief. You have to express yourselves. Okay. So as you can see on your screen, there is one question. I'm going to read out the question to you. The marketing head of Aptex Products, a consumer goods company, plans to conduct a meeting to review the effectiveness of marketing policies of the previous year and plan strategies for the next year to increase the profit margin of the company. Now look at this. Look at the information. There's a company called Aptex Products, right? The convener of the meeting is the marketing head. Aptex Products is into consumer goods. So why the meeting is required? To study the effectiveness of marketing policies of the previous year and plan the strategies for the next year. Why? Because the outcome is to increase the profit margin of the company. Look at the next line. The attendees should be from marketing, advertising, and media and research and development department. So at least 3 different departments are going to be in that meeting, apart from the marketing head, right? So marketing head will be there, plus he will have attendees from the marketing team, he will have attendees from the advertising and media team, as well as the research and development department. So what you're going to do is that, number 1, set an agenda for the meeting. The question is also giving you suggestions. Suggestions for discussions is that products that have garnered high sales and those who have failed to mark. What are the reasons for poor sales? Any inputs from research and development? Any new advertising methods? So write a proper agenda. Don't create an agenda because I'm telling you and you are the first one to copy it. Make a detailed agenda. You all know the template of the agenda. You all know that box, right? So it is time, the speaker, the topic, the attendees, and the duration. Make sure all these points are there. Please write the agenda with the imaginary name of the marketing head. You can venue, the date, the time. Please write imaginary. Okay, that's the first thing, agenda. Second, designate your secretary to write the minutes of the meeting. So agenda to likhne ka hai. Then the meeting will happen. Then the secretary will write the minutes of the meeting. One of the key action points of the minutes of the meeting will be the action taken report to be submitted. So they've also told that there is a junior marketing analyst called Mr. Sudeep Roy, who is going to submit an action taken report to the marketing head within 7 days. So what you have to do is that lots of information is given to you. You have to create an agenda. You have to write the minutes, and also you have to submit the action taken report. Please note, each section should be written in about 200 words. Don't make haste in submitting in the chat window. Take sufficient amount of time. I know it's a lengthy question, but you should develop the writing practice. You should develop your thought process and how to convert your thoughts into words and write those words into your answer papers, right? So take your own time. The time is 14:05. I am giving you, let's say we can reassemble by in let's say 35 minutes time. Would that be fine? So yeah, so I will reassemble at 14:40 now to check the answers from you. All the best, students. Use your chat window. Okay, I'm closing, stopping the screen sharing now. I'm stopping the screen sharing now. And let me have a look at your answers. Okay, Komalakshi has submitted the first turn. She has written an agenda. Okay. Minute, she has written it well. Action taken report also. Okay, Kamalakshi, you've done a good attempt. Only thing is that action taken report, you could have been more given more details. Otherwise, try to add more details in each of this, because I tell you what, the marks will be given on how much you are able to express yourselves. See, all this is imaginary, but you have to also write, be capable of translating your thoughts into words. So Mayur, I'm reviewing it. Mayur's answers now. Okay, fair enough. Mayur has given an agenda. Mayur, agenda seems to be fine, but minutes are very brief. Manisha, agenda is very detailed one. Very detailed one. Manisha has given a very detailed agenda. And her minutes are also very detailed one. And she has also given the action taken report. Well, I think Manisha, you've done a very good work. I mean, very detailed output, and yeah, good one, good attempt. I've checked yours, Manisha. I'm now checking Bhumika's answers. Bhumika has given an agenda, and she's also writing about. Yeah, Bhumika, you also done a good attempt. Only thing is that make sure your minutes are also detailed one, because I can see agenda being in the right format, but minutes are very brief. So try to delve more information into that minutes. Ankit Kumar Mishra. Ankit, you have started well with agenda, but minutes is very brief. Minutes is very brief, and I can't see the action taken report. Okay, is there anybody else who wants to give the answers? Okay, let's move on to the next question. I think this is over. Let's move on to the next question. Okay. I am just going to give you a question and then I'll also share the answer with you. The question is, as the chief of staff to the director of finance, prepare a tabular form agenda of an upcoming meeting. The agenda is to discuss a new merger with a foreign client. Your company is into telecom sector. So what they want is that they want to have an agenda to discuss a new merger with a foreign client and the company is into telecom sector. So just take a look at how the agenda is prepared in a tabular format. I'm sharing the screen with you now. See if you can see. The question was, I'll repeat the question. As the chief of staff to the director of finance, prepare a tabular form agenda of an upcoming meeting. The agenda is to discuss a new merger with a foreign client. Company is into telecom sector. So basically, you have to think from a telecom sector's perspective and from a merger's perspective with a foreign client. So the level of details, what you are expected to give in your exams is as follows. So look at the answer. Look at the answer. What is required from you people. So I'm just minimizing it so that you have the entire thing with you. So look at the 5 columns. The time is neatly written down. The topic is given. Attendees are specified. Speaker as well as the duration. They also have tea and breakfast breaks. They have got an open house. They've got a vote of thanks. Vote of thanks is given by the chairperson. So the time of the program is nicely divided into duration for each speaker. Speakers are mentioned. The tea breaks are also mentioned. What is going to be discussed. The topics are also mentioned. So this is the kind of detailed one is expecting from you when you are going to write the answers. Of course, it will come with practice. So you have to keep on solving the questions. You have to think it aloud. You have to make sure that whatever is in your vocabulary, that is getting translated into action and you're putting the right words. Yeah. So let's go to the next question. You've seen how the agenda should be put now. I am giving you the next question now. Set an agenda for an organization meeting to discuss the effect of COVID-19 on current sales. Agenda for an organization meeting to discuss the effect of COVID-19 on current sales. You have to create an agenda in a tabular format. Include speakers from 1, sales marketing, 2, finance, 3, HR. Discuss the effects, discuss the challenges, discuss the future action plan. Create an agenda. In your chat window, please create an agenda. We will regroup after some time, right? So time is 14:52 now. I am giving you about 10 minutes to answer this question. So I will regroup. I will check your answers at 2 minutes or 3 minutes past 3. All the best, children. Go to your chat window and start typing. A detailed agenda. Okay, let me stop the screen sharing now. Is anybody has anybody answered? Yes, I can see. Okay, three answers: Jyoti and Priyanka as well as Manisha. Okay, at least you three have attempted. Very nice. I'll just share the answer with you guys now, with everybody. See, this was a question that we had to write an agenda in a tabular format to discuss the effect of COVID-19 on the current sales. So they've actually said that you can include speakers from the sales and marketing team, the finance team, and HR team, discuss the effects, the challenges, the future plan, etc. This is the answer, like what is expected from you students in your examination. And if you can see on your screen, a very detailed one. So the time is nicely spread out, the topic, the attendees, who's going to speak, the duration. So this is the level of details what you have to mention when you are going to create an agenda. See, the marks are based upon your capability to show how much you've learned, how much you know about the topic. Having said that, let's go to the next question. On the same point of agenda, now I'm asking you to prepare an agenda for an internal meeting of a pharmaceutical company. The meeting would primarily discuss the ability to cope with the and that's why how to match these two. So we would have speakers from the drug and delivery department, subject experts, and sales and marketing experts. Please prepare an agenda. Please prepare an agenda. I will check the answer in about 10 minutes time. Please prepare an agenda. I will check the answer in about 10 minutes time. Just started watch 5 minutes. Okay, let me see your answers now. Okay, I am seeing the answers. First, I'm seeing for Sanjay. Yeah, okay. Sanjay has written a short one. Okay, Sanjay has given a short answer. Uh, Even Jyoti is writing a very short answer. You are expected to write long answers. Mayur, slightly longer answer, but this is probably not expected this much. See, I'll tell you what, students, you have to make sure that you give large number of descriptive matter, because you should have understood the question. Most of the clues are also given in the question, so you can use that language, use that those designations. Uh, yeah. So let's go away from the agenda bit a bit, and now let's start doing the minutes, because we have saw a lot of problems on agenda. Now I'm sharing the screen with you. There's a president. Sorry, there's a chairman of HKU Private Limited. That HKU Private Limited is a FMCG company. The agenda of the meeting was introducing a new product. Okay, just listen to it. Introducing a new product, fixing cost, discussing sales and marketing and advertising strategies. So four things were discussed in the meeting: introduction of a new product, fixing the cost, discussing the sales and marketing strategies, discussing the advertising strategies. Minute is over. These four things were done. It was presided by the chairman of HQ Limited. Please give name of the person, the venue, the time, the date. Everything is expected from you. Please prepare the minutes of the meeting. Please prepare the minutes of the meeting in your chat window. I will have a look after 15 minutes of time. Please be as detailed as possible. I do not give shortcut answers. Okay, I'm going to check the answers now. I'm going to check the answers now. The first one is from Jyoti. So Jyoti has given a date, time, venue. She's writing it well, but then her minutes are very brief. I don't think this will serve the purpose, Jyoti. You'll have to give in more details. Then Komalakshi has done a okay. Okay, Komalakshi has done a good job. She has written the minutes to some good extent. Bhumika also, I'm checking Bhumika's answers now. Okay, Bhumika has written the minutes well. She has also said that the ATR is going to be submitted on 7th of March. Well done, Bhumika. Komalakshi and Bhumika, you've understood the concept well, but try to fit in more details if possible, because you won't get that much marks then. Sanjay has also written good minutes, but they are a little bit brief. He could have expanded. Manisha has written minutes in quite a detailed manner, in fact, and she has written the conclusion also, and also for the ATR submission. So I think Manisha has given a very detailed account of the minutes. I'm checking Mayur's minutes and date and time and yeah, participants and okay. So Mayur has done a good job, but Mayur, it's very brief. You could have given more details. I'm checking the last two ones. One is from Priyanka and the other is from Ankit Kumar Mishra. So as I can see, Priyanka has done good detailing. Yeah, Priyanka, good one. Probably another two, three lines you could have added. Ankit Kumar Mishra has also written his minutes of the meeting. Ankit, you could have also added that ATR can be submitted. So fair enough. Let us go. Let us go to the next question. Let's just go to the next question. Okay. Uh, you are the senior manager in a company. Due to the pandemic, the company had to allow work from home to employees who travel long distances. Others who are residing close to the head office, to the office, will attend 3 times a week. So there is a meeting called. The discussion was with the senior manager and the IT staff and the supervisors. So people were involved. Meeting was held. The various arrangements and resources to be provided to employees were discussed. Uh, Based upon this, I'm not going to give you much clues now. You have the question in front of you. You are expected to write the minutes of the meeting. Give some names of these employees who participate in the discussions. Give imagine a date, time, venue, chairperson if it is possible. Write whatever points were discussed, whatever solutions were emerged. Also, if some action taken report was supposed to be done, try to include that also. So I'm not going to take much of your time. I'm going to give you about 15 minutes of time to solve this. And after this, I will be checking your answers. And the last few minutes of today's session, I'm going to keep it open for question answers or getting your doubts clarified. So the time is 15:30 to now. Uh, Please solve the minutes question in your chat window right now. Okay, now let's have a look at the answer. See, this is a level of details is expected from you. So they are talking about participants in attendance, who is a senior manager, accounts, IT head, IT executive, senior executives, manager, client relations. They are given a date. Meeting started at whatever time. Then the senior manager accounts ST. He informed the agenda of the meeting, that is to make arrangements to facilitate work from home and preparing a roster for others. Then three senior executives presented details of their staff, including where they stay and what is the mode of transport. After that, there were some discussions and there were some actions also agreed. Very detailed one. Please have a look at like how they are actually giving out the minutes. So it is not only you have to actually give lots of details. Don't submit your answers just for the sake of submitting. Make sure you stick to the subject on hand, the topic for the minutes of the meeting, and do justice to it. It also ends with a vote of thanks and ATR to be submitted. So very detailed minutes I have been prepared. Have a look at it. This is a level of detail one is expecting from you people. I'll just check if anybody's attempted and kept it in the chat box. Okay. Jyoti has attempted, but very short. Manisha has attempted it in some detail. Komalakshi has given a lot of details. Jyoti has again resubmitted something. Bhumika has also given some good amount of details. But the kind of details expected is of this level. And this is from your institute, our Institute of Chartered Accountants of India's study material. You can find this on the website, on the Board of Studies website. So with this, I'm leaving the floor open now. Students, please ask me questions, whatever you want, regarding resume, regarding meetings, anything, any clarification you would like to know from my end. I would be happy to address. The chat window is open. Please ask questions, whatever you want to. Let's have a dialogue for the next 10 minutes before we close the session. Yeah, I can see a response from Sanjay also. Sanjay, you have done a good job, but yeah, a little bit more details are required as I showed you the answer. Okay, now I'm seeing the response from Ankit Kumar Mishra. Okay, little more details are required. Now Manisha is asking a question. Sir, how much time can we take in exam for these questions? Now Manisha, it always depends upon the number of marks which are expected to be provided for the question. So it is all depending on time and the number of marks. So you have a time span of let's say 3 hours for the entire subject, or 2 hours or 3 hours for the entire subject. You can proportionally divide the hours or the minutes for that particular question. So it's very subjective, very relative. Sanjay, thank you. Thank you for your compliments. Manisha, thank you as well. Bhumika is asking a question, sir, how to write efficient minutes and ATR? See, it all depends on your practice, Bhumika. You will have to practice. I'll tell you, most of the, if you study the question properly, you will get clues from the question itself. All you have to do is to develop those clues. So study the question properly. From there, you will get enough hints, enough clues on how to draft minutes and how to draft ATR. The sample or template of minutes and ATR has been given in your Institute of Chartered Accountants of India's study notes. Have a read at that. Do some reading on that. Okay. Priyanka is saying, sir, if the sequence of answers is shuffled, like attempting, see, you will have to attempt the questions in, see, all the compulsory questions you will have to attempt without doubt. And I would be the last person to know this because I would not be able to answer your question, Priyanka. Ankit, sir, how to write long minutes, less time? Ankit, it all depends upon the marks awarded to that question vis-a-vis the total marks awarded to the topic. So you have to calculate the percentage of that question marks to the total marks vis-a-vis the time. You calculate and you appropriately you can decide how much time you can spend on that. Okay. Um, Adhendu Bishwas, yes, you can see the samples of functional resume in the ICI BOS study material. It's available. Huh? Okay, Balasanjan Lakshmi is saying, should we write address on the envelope for a covering letter? See, covering letter, you would not have an envelope, right? You're going to give an exam which is in written format. So, where will you write the address? There will be no place for writing the address. No, there will be no envelope given to you. The covering letter, in the covering letter, you'll have to address to that person with his address. So, you have to write to Mr. XYZ, the name of his office, his company's name, his address, and yeah, so you have to write it to him. You have to write to the concerned person, his destination, the company's name, and the company's address in the covering letter. Okay, Ardhendu, thanks a lot for your compliments. Ankit Kumar Mishra, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I enjoyed my sessions with your batch. It was very lively and very nice feedback I got from all of you. I will give you some tips. Please read the question properly, and most of the times you will find the answers and the clues and hints in the question. So do not panic. Give your best of the efforts and study well, do well, and come out and pass with flying colors. All the best to you, children, and do well not just in your C exams but also in your life. Yeah, I enjoyed a lot, and I hope we come across each other in our latter parts of our life. And all the best to you. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Komalakshi. Thanks a lot, Bhumika. Thank you so much. So, on this note, uh, goodbye, all of you. It was nice interacting with you, students. All the best. Stay happy, stay blessed, stay safe, and may you get all the success. Bye. All the best. Yeah. Thank you.
Recording stopped.